Well, this bond proposal has been a work in progress for several years, trying to figure out how to get our district to the next level. Our buildings are getting older, most of them are 60 plus years old. So we've been trying to figure out what the students need, what the community needs, and try to fill all of those voids. Aging buildings are expensive to maintain, and we really just need to take care of our facilities and our kids. I think the biggest gains to our students are upgrades to our science wing. Our science facilities, as a student here in the 1990s, they were aging then, they were 35 years old. Now, 30 years later, our science classrooms are in major need of getting turned into the 2024. New gas lines, new water lines, new facilities, new tables, new workspaces are critical to those students' success and the ability for teachers to push the new science curriculums and teach them. Yeah, our food service program has done an amazing job transforming itself over the last handful of years, increasing food quality, listening to what the students are wanting and needing, but also following all of their requirements. In the summertime, we have an enormous amount of food that we are able to provide to our families in the community. Well, right now, we run out of space. The food service, it's amazing how they can stack that food up and get it all organized and get it to people who pull up in our parking lots, and we just run out of space. If we had more space, which is part of this plan, we'll be able to help even more families over the course of the summer. Every single food distribution day this summer, we ran out of food. So it'd be nice to have more. Yeah, one of the big things that we run into scheduling-wise here at the middle high school is we have students in grades 6 through 12. At any given time, we have 5, 6, 7, 8 indoor sports at the same time. Coming here, winter basketball season is one of the craziest times that we have. Oftentimes, we have practices going until 9 o'clock at night. If we have a home sporting event, if the high school girls are playing a home event, no other teams get to practice because we have to have the floor clean, set up, and ready to go by 4:30. Having an auxiliary gym right next door would allow other teams to practice. Right up until the time a game starts, it'll allow us to have practices done at 5 or 6 o'clock on a nightly basis as opposed to going home at 9 o'clock at night on an already busy. Yeah, safety upgrades. One of the biggest things as a parent of a child in this district, the safety of our buildings is imperative. I mean, they're our most valuable asset. Putting secure vestibule entrances where it's a 2-stage entrance. Currently, none of our buildings are equipped that way, as are most old buildings. This would force a person coming in to buzz in from the outside. They go into another secured space where they would have to be allowed into the building either by a secretary, an administrator, or a teacher in the area to let them in that second space. So double layering your main entrance doors during the day. Number one safety security recommendation out there. So the discussion of a one school campus or changing our infrastructure building-wise has been going on since the late 1990s, shortly after the Sawyer Air Force Base closed. And there had been a lot of talk. There was a bond many years ago about it. And it kind of resurfaced the last few years as we've been witnessing aging buildings, increased expenses, and conversation on what is best for Gwinn schools to take to the next step. A year ago, we attempted a bond, a little bit bigger project for one school, one campus, everybody here under one roof, and the community voted it down. So we took a step back. In my opinion, our opinion, we listened to what their feedback was, what the pros and cons were. We asked for public input. We shared a couple different plans, and we had a committee that was dedicated just to listening to the community and trying to make this plan fit the needs and wants of the community with the wants and needs of our students. For the sake of our students, they absolutely deserve updated facilities, everything from the classrooms to the CTE department to the trades are an ever-growing market out there. So to provide them with 2024 updated facilities, machines, networking, electrical. Every time we try to upgrade one of our CTE departments, we also have to pay for an electrical upgrade and or a technology upgrade, which only allows you to do small increments at a time. This will get us to that because who knows what's going to be out there. Our building was built in 1960s. 2024, we're 60 years behind the time. So every time we want to update a facility or a machine, we have to rewire it. Well, what's going to be here in 10 years? What's going to be here in 50 years? We need to start prepping this school for our children, our children's children, and the next generation to come.